Yes, the heat wave is over with. It's a heat wave. Do, it's a heat wave. Smell of burning paint because I noticed one of the struts on my fan was flaking. I don't know if I'd missed painting it after I'd done my bodge with super glue and baking powder. So I squirted some gloss paint in a nick, in a crack. And some of it went on the exhaust, so it'll be burning off. Isn't that exciting news? No. Well, officially I suppose this is the last day of my holiday, my 2 weeks off, but I'm not going anywhere special. I did toy with the idea of going to the Farmyard Party rally. And if you've never been to a bike rally, they call them a rally, but all they are is just, let's be honest, piss-ups. And if you're not into drinking heavily, you're rather stuck. There's a lad from Yorkshire gone called Consinity, I think he's called. He's just got another bike because his other bike, a Suzuki Venture, was it? Something like that. Intruder, caught fire due to an electrical fault. And he's now got a Kawasaki 1500 V-twin custom. Yeah, and he set off today. Tomorrow the forecast rain, but I mean, once you tense up, that sort of it. You either don't touch your bike for 2 days, or the other routine of the Farmyard Party, it's about 40 odd miles to Scarborough. Helmsley, which is where it's based, is 75 miles from here exactly, because I once set me trip meter to see. I think it's £50 for 2 nights camping, 3 days of merriment. Well, actually it isn't, it's just 2 days, because Sunday everyone just gets up, has a breakfast and heads for home. Most people have gone by midday to 2 o'clock. And if you look on YouTube, there's a film. In 2005 there was a massive flood. The old campsite was in Duncan Park grounds, and there was a small shallow river running aside of the campsite. And I always thought that big flat field looked unusual. The reason was it's a bloody floodplain, and there was a torrential downpour for an hour, and it overflowed and ran through the campsite. Luckily everyone had gone by then, because it was about 1 PM on a Sunday when most people had left, but still about 30 bikes got caught up in it. Nobody was swept away. But imagine if that'll happen in the middle of the night when everyone's plastered in the tents, and suddenly you're under 6 feet of fast flowing water. There'd been thousands of people that drowned, wouldn't there? Not at your best safety wise if you're plastered. So yeah, I was thinking of going. I still have my 4-man tent, 2-room tent. I still have my soft panniers. I thought, should I go just to check it out as a sort of finale to my holiday? It's still a bit breezy as well from Storm Hector, this one was called. Gale force winds yesterday. And in fact my tank has been dinged. That backdrop, that beach backdrop shower curtain I put against the back wall after I painted it was billowing out, and I thought nothing about it. And a tin of Mr. Sheen has fell off the bloody shelf with the shower curtain billowing out and dinged my bloody tank. Not seriously, just a little ding. I've done it before and put stickers over. Actually, I thought of going into that car accessory shop in Church, a town called Church, that is, where I got my short vehicle sticker from. Because whenever I've dinged my tank in the past, I've stuck a tasteful sticker over the ding. So a farmyard party, 2:30. People will be putting the tents up now. A lot of people will be already in the beer tent. It wouldn't be so bad if there was, if you were going with a bunch of mates, that would be good as well. But going on your own is not much good, although you always bump into someone to chat to. But yeah, the stalls, well, once there, I went 4 times I think, 3 or 4 times. And one time there was a woman on a stall selling these really neat looking nubuck leather jeans. I've always wanted some. I've got some since, but not from there, because it said £55, button fly, and I tried these and yeah. So I put them on and there were 6 buttons, so I fastened the buttons up and they all went ping ping and pinged open. And when I looked, there were tiny little buttons and massive holes, because they're all seconds. The stuff on the stalls, they're all seconds, or the majority of it is. Oh, £55, that's what Hunter Class charge for decent ones. I said, the buttonholes are faulty, aren't they? They're too big. Can you knock something off? I'll give you 40. The 55. I said, well, I just said they're faulty, the buttons are pinging open because of either put the wrong buttons on or the buttonholes are too bloody big. I have to stitch them all up when I get home. And stitching leather's hard work. You have to use a pair of pliers to pull the needle out. No, the 55 pounds. Oh, I said, I'll put them back then. And then at Manchester Bike Show later, a few months later, I got some from Hunter Class. Although they did they did go all mouldy last year. Mandy McMullen said get some bicarbonate of soda, rub it on. And I sort of rescued them, but anyway, there we go. Stall selling stuff, that's another thing to look round. I think maybe you think if you've had a few beers you'll buy anything. And even the prices, like I said, helmets and everything, are only slightly less than they are in shops. And in shops you've got a bit of a comeback. Because you can go back and complain or argue. Buy stuff off the bloody market stall, you never see them again. So anyway, that's starting today, the Farmyard Party, and I've done a couple of videos 15 years ago since I went. It doesn't seem like even 2 years ago. I'm still not sobered up. And on the Saturday, tomorrow, there's an option. Most people stay on the site and get plastered. You have to be a beer drinker, like I said. But the other option, there's a mass ride out, not necessarily all together, but we're in a group for a while, going to Scarborough. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She was once a true love of mine. Definitely a bit more punchier with that new exhaust on. So we're going to crash then, it's just a delay. They overtake a bus to get stuck behind another bus. Well, this is the first time the bike's been out since Tuesday. Wednesday, oh no, sorry, is it Monday? Tuesday I went to Blackpool. Wednesday I didn't do an awful lot. Yesterday did a bit of faffing about in my bike shelter, last minute tidying up jobs. Went to Aldi. Because of the weather, I mean, yesterday we were blowing a gale, Wednesday was raining, and like I said, first proper steady rain for 4 weeks or so. So I suppose the plants needed it. It's meant to pour down tomorrow, like I said, on the campers. So maybe they'll be staying in the Via tent rather than going on the Scarborough trip. An old vehicle. Yeah, there's a steam rally on yet again. Scorton steam this time up the A6, but last year I did a video of it and only did 5 minutes of the actual steam rally. So it was very disappointing. Although I got in for our price. I arrived after 3 because of the bloody traffic. Instead of £10 it was £5. But I've been to 2 steam rallies already. Nothing to see at another one. I should have gone out earlier today, but my mum come down and I put Skype on. I said we'll try and make a video call to Emma in Melbourne, my niece and her granddaughter. But she wasn't answering. She said she'd been on 10 minutes earlier. Although she said, oh, it'll be Saturday night there, she might be out with her friends or something, or reading a little girl a bedtime story. So I'm not going anywhere today. All I'm coming here for is the garden centre in Chapman. Because that plant's finally died, I think, the rhododendron. I thought, see if there's anything going cheap. Because rhododendrons are out of season. Might be able to get one cheap. I went to the bank and I am seriously skint. So I've also been taking pictures of more Beatles books, which I'll put on this evening, I think. I should have done that a lot earlier, but the old flop last time. I thought, what's the bloody point if, like my mate Kevin said, eBay is a waste of time. People expect to pay peanuts for good stuff. And I'm not giving my collectibles away. There's a car accessory shop in Clitheroe. I wonder if they have any stickers. It might not even be worth trying to cover it up. It's only a little ding. Could have been worse. It could have been something really heavy, or a fault in a Mr. Sheen. I don't recall it billowing. Oh no, there was a gap before, so the wind blast was dissipated. It's using them bloody screen blocks with holes in, like flower shapes. I should have used solid breeze blocks. It's only up here, right at the roundabout. See if they have anything going cheap. I wonder what he was doing then. He's allowing that big wagon to turn, and he's got to wave for it like I did before. You have to leave a gap because they actually go on the other side of the road, don't you, to get the width of the length of the trail around. I could go on a countryside ride, but it's just horrible and dull, isn't it? No blue sky at all, because from Chapman you can head up into the The narrow country lanes, that's another point. They are really narrow. I could do a circular tour of Pendle Hill there, but I did that before and the road narrows down to about bloody 5 feet wide. So I'm not doing that again. Timber yard. Everyone's going, oh, Shackleton's, that's it. Shackleton's Home and Garden. There's room for a little one here. That's handy, isn't it? It's always handy when there's a barrier to fasten your bike to, if plugged out. The Christmas lights. If you use a lock and a chain, it's always a good thing if someone provided a barrier. I won't be in for long. Right, I'll knock it off. That was an exciting little vlog, wasn't it? Not. I'll decide later if I'm heading into the countryside.